FarFaria.
Ashipattle and the Giant Sea Monster. Long ago, a giant monster known as the Meester Stoorworm rose out of the sea. It was said that the stoorworm's body stretched halfway around the world, that its one eye was as red as fire, that its breath was poison to all living things. Every day it moved closer to Scotland. The King of Scotland asked the sorcerer for help. "You must give your only daughter, Princess Gemlovely, to the stoorworm," said the sorcerer. "Only then will it leave." The king went pale. Princess Gemlovely was kind, gentle, and loved by everyone. "Is that the only way to save my people?" the king asked. "It is the only way," the sorcerer said. The king knew the sorcerer was serious, but he wasn't ready to give up yet. The king sent a message to all of Scotland. The man who can kill the Meester Stoorworm will get half of the kingdom, and Princess Gemlovely as his bride. The king was excited when 36 men came forward. But as soon as they saw the monster, they all ran away. The king was sad. He knew the princess had to be offered up to the stoorworm. There was great grief throughout the land. On the day before the princess would be offered to the monster, a farm boy went to the seashore. His name was Ashipattle. All his life, Ashipattle wanted to be a great hero. He was determined to defeat the stoorworm and save Princess Gemlovely. Ashipattle borrowed a small boat. He loaded a bucket of burning coals into it and rowed toward the stoorworm. At dawn, the monster awoke. He slowly opened his giant jaws in a yawn. A great flood of water rushed into his open mouth. The boat and Ashipattle were swept in. Ashipattle was carried down the stoorworm's throat. When the boat finally stopped, he stepped out into a pool of shallow water deep inside the monster. Ashipattle climbed through the monster's body to the beating heart. He carried his knife and the bucket of hot coals. Ashipattle used his knife to carve a hole in the monster's heart. He dumped the coals into the hole. Then he blew and blew until the fire became a huge blaze. Ashipattle ran back to the boat and jumped inside. The stoorworm started to twist in agony as the fire burned in its heart. The smoke caused the monster to give a mighty cough. Ashipattle's boat flew out of the stoorworm's throat and back into the sea. He quickly rowed to shore. Ashipattle stood on the shore with the king, the princess, and many others. They watched the monster fling its tail high into the air. They thought its tail would strike the sun. The stoorworm then fell into the sea with such force that its teeth flew out of its mouth. Finally, the monster curled up and died. Some say the stoorworm's teeth became the islands north of Scotland. Others claim its great body became the country of Iceland. The king threw a big party in honor of Ashipattle's victory. Ashipattle had become a great hero. Ashipattle and the princess were soon married, and they lived happily ever after.
FarFaria. Download FarFaria today. FarFaria.com